Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I am back with a special event announcement and unboxing from Diamond Art Club as part of their partnership with Walmart. They have some exclusive Thomas Kinkade kits that are available there. I actually just saw a couple of them in store the other day, and DAC reached out to see if I would share a couple of these with you guys to let you know what kinds of kits they have to offer and give you a look at some licensed Thomas Kinkade pieces at a really beginner friendly and snack size kind of point. So we're going to be taking a look at a kit called Make-A-Wish Cottage and Beacon of Hope that are just very much quintessential Thomas Kinkade artwork together. Now, often with landscapes, you'll see them at really large size points, but like a lot of kits that you can get from Diamond Art Club's retail partners, these are going to be smaller. So 40.7 by 33 centimeters or 16 by 13 inches, and they're both going to have round diamonds, which is also, I feel like, unique when it comes to landscapes. Usually landscapes are like 70 by 90 centimeters and square drills. So landscape lovers that are looking for some smaller options, this is a great way to go. I'm going to have a store locator linked in the description box of this video so you can find where a close Walmart to you is that carries these products. I had some luck with looking in the mobile app and searching by Diamond Art Club and being able to filter by store locations for specific products. So that could also be worth it as well. So let's go ahead and we'll start with Make-A-Wish Cottage. And I want to give you a look at what's in these. This is going to have, I think, just about everything you've come to expect from a Diamond Art Club kit you'd get from the Diamond Art Club website, but it's something you can get in stores. And I bet there will be a smaller toolkit in here too. We'll talk about it. So like I mentioned, round drills, licensed Thomas Kinkade artwork, 71 colors. So a lot of colors for a small kit. 3 ABs, 4 fairy dust, and 18,000-ish diamonds. There's some info about how to diamond paint on the back. If you are new to the craft, take a look at the description box of this video where I'll have some other beginner videos and how-tos linked that'll help get you started in the craft. Kit contents, we're going to go through all of that together, and I also do put the name of the kit at the bottom just for sake of ease when you're looking for a particular kit in your collection. If you're like me and have all your kits stacked on top of each other, it's easy enough to just look at the bottom of the box and find the one you're looking for. Now, at Walmart, the DAC kits at Walmart, I noticed this as well. They're at a discounted rate compared to what you can get on the Diamond Art Club website. So you also have that going for you. And sorry, I'm like reaching at what's apparently not. I was like reaching on the cardboard box instead of the kit itself. Okay, so these small boxes, where is it? There's the toolkit. It's like really wedged in there sometimes. Okay. I think we got all of it. Okay. So let me show you what all was included. Yeah, I wondered if they'd have something like this. So since you are getting this kit from one of their retail partners, like Walmart, they also do this with like their Amazon kits and stuff. It's going to come with a warranty and insurance card, and you can get the Diamond Art Club lifetime warranty on your kit as long as you register it. They want you to register it within 30 days of purchase. You can just scan the QR code, and it's pretty simple. I've done it with kits that I've bought before, and they also do have customer support. So if you need customer support, they want you to email them at support@diamondartclub.com. So there's that. And then their toolkits, because this is a smaller size box, the toolkits are going to be identical across kits, with the exception of if it's in a smaller box like that, they're going to give you a slightly smaller tray, but still bigger than, just a basic tray. But you're going to have their classic twist and pick pen. This is bigger than your basic kind of stick pick pen. It's more ergonomic. It's got a little bit more to it. It comes preloaded with a clear wax, and to get it to come out, you just twist. It'll start coming out the end there. If you happen to run out of the wax that's already preloaded in there, twist it the opposite direction, and they give you extra wax that you can load in there. They have some of their clear wax as well as their classic pink heart wax. You can also use these in the multi-placer end of the pen. There's a 4-placer that comes in this end of the pen. It is removable, and they give you a 7-placer you could swap in as well. This also fits the metal multi-placers they sell on their website, so you can also take a look there. And then we've got baggies. You could store some of your leftover diamonds in these. And then the tray is my favorite of the toolkit upgrades. While it is smaller than the large trays that'll come in their really large kits, it's still a pretty good size and definitely bigger than a just basic stripped down tray. It comes with a removable stopper, and you could still fit a lot of diamonds in here for multi-placing, which is what I am all about. And it comes with a sliding lid that, cat-proof, kid-proof, all that good stuff. It has cutouts at the top and bottom, so if you wanted to stack these on top of each other, if you had multiple trays, you could do that as well. Inside here is going to be, well, I think a treasure quest card. Maybe not. Okay, I wasn't sure. So it looks like maybe these might not come with treasure quest cards. That is okay. It's not always a guarantee, and I wasn't sure if we'd get one in here or not. If you're like, what's a treasure quest card? I'll have a link below, and we'll see if it happened to come in the other Thomas Kinkade kit, but it's one of those things that's not guaranteed. Anyway, here's the original artwork. I'm actually very impressed that they got this down to a smaller size point because it looks very highly detailed. I'll be really interested to see the canvas. We've got 71 colors in here. These are pre-cut sticker labels, so if you want to kit up your diamonds into storage containers, it's really easy to do that because you just peel and go. In the right-hand column is the code. This is the DMC code that comes from the DMC brand of floss, like in cross stitch. Most diamond painting companies do use this color code system. Diamond Art Club puts their special drills at the end. So we've got Z is fairy dust, AB is AB. We'll talk about those when we're looking at the diamonds to make a little more sense if you're not sure what those are. They also sometimes will have 6,000s range colors. These are colors that are not part of the DMC, but rather are colors that Diamond Art Club has created to fill gaps in the DMC color code system. On the inside of this envelope, there is some helpful info if you want to pause and read. I just want to point out that they have a Facebook group and a mobile app that you could take advantage of. Now let's take a look at this kit. Like I said, I'm very, very curious to see the canvas itself and the diamonds, the colors. You look at how little this legend is for this canvas because they had to fit it all on here. Oh, that's adorable. I was going to say, it's a lot of color. Oh, we do have a treasure quest card. It was tucked in here. Okay, we'll look at it in just a moment. Okay, let me roll this backwards. And that'll just help it lay flat more easily. Yeah, that's a lot of colors for a little kit. Really quick, treasure quest cards. This is a delightful surprise because this is a gold card. Now, treasure quest cards are a secondary rewards program and they're pretty collectible. These treasure quest cards have a rank. This one is gold, like I mentioned, which is actually pretty rare. By far the most common is going to be bronze. It's random which one you're going to get with your kit. If you get this exact kit, you are likely to get a bronze card, but it could be silver, gold, or black. Once you get different combinations of these treasure quest cards, the tiers, different combinations of those tiers will let you redeem for a gift card or even a custom diamond painting. There's a redemption code you can scratch off here to get to and a QR code to get to the redemption part of the website. All right, let's talk about this canvas. So this is, like I said, going to have all the features that you would see from a Diamond Art Club kit you order from the website. It is going to have the thicker canvas material. It's really soft on the back. It has a nice weight and thickness to it. It's just nice to diamond paint on. It lays flat really well. They use poured glue on their canvases. This is pretty sticky, you guys. And they have perforated sections on a pretty thick plastic cover. So if you like having designated areas to work within, you can absolutely make use of that. The aforementioned legends on the top left, well, really, it's just on both sides of the canvas. On a bigger canvas, it might just be like top left, bottom right. For all intents and purposes, though, it's on both sides of the canvas. Down here at the bottom left, we have a thumbnail, the title, the size, and copyright. This is legally licensed artwork, so while there are definitely stolen versions of Thomas Kinkade diamond paintings out there, everything that you're seeing at DAC is going to be above board. They've had Thomas Kinkade for I think around a year now and have a number of different options on the website, and now these really nice priced ones from Walmart at smaller size points. So yes, this is all above board through the Kinkade Family Foundation. Here we've got their socials. They could stay up to date with their new releases over there. You've also got a discount code you can use on their website. I don't think there's going to be discount codes to use on the Walmart side of things here. And then your lifetime warranty. So like I mentioned, you want to make sure you register your kit using that warranty card, and then you will get coverage for that lifetime warranty, which includes things like if you were to run out of a drill color, run into any other issues, you can contact customer support through their website or through email. They could take you from there. I'm pleasantly surprised to see there are a couple little patches of color blocking, so I wasn't expecting that in a Thomas Kinkade smaller size kit like this, but this is a nice surprise. Color blocking is where you have a block of a color like this in a small area, so grab your multi-placer, you'll have that color in your tray for longer. It is going to go a little bit faster. We have little bits of almost color blocking down here too, but by far it seems like the majority of this kit is confetti heavy. Confetti is where you have a lot more color changes in a small area, like you can see in a lot of these plant and flower areas. Areas like that, you're usually doing more single placing, changing out the color in your tray more often, but you're going to get a lot more detail that way with confetti. And so it does make sense to me that this size point, we're looking at a lot of confetti to get that detail through. I'm looking at the render on the canvas, and I don't know about you guys, I actually think this looks really nice. Like, I can tell what the wishing well is. I can make out the details of the cabin and the branches on the trees and the flowers. So I really am enjoying the render on this one a lot, actually. So a bit over 42 centimeters. That way we're listed as 42.7, and then this way is 33 on the nose about, and we're listed as 33. So I'm gonna call that true to size. Now let's take a look at the diamonds. This is Make-A-Wish Cottage sticker on here in case you store these separate from the canvas. It's easy enough to match them up. We had a fair number of special drills in this one, so I'm curious to see what our special drills will be, and then we will look through the canvas together to point out where they go. So we've got round drills on this one. I feel like DAC's round diamonds, you can really see it with the darker colors like this dark green here. They're very faceted, and so they have a twinkly effect almost when they're on the canvas. We have our first two special drills back to back here. Let me zoom you in. We have AB 3078. Now, AB stands for Aurora Borealis. These get their name from the northern lights and have a very sparkly iridescent coating. It is going to really throw a lot of different colors. It's going to maybe grab some of the colors of the diamonds around them and just generally going to draw your eye to the areas where they've been charted. A little more subtle special drill here. We've got a little bit of a, almost looks like there's a pass through here. Okay, we're okay. This special drill is Z3861 and is a fairy dust diamond. Now, fairy dust diamonds have a more subtle shimmery effect. It gives it kind of a pearlescent sheen, like someone brushed a fine glitter coating on the tops of these diamonds. So we've got this really pretty taupe color, and we will definitely look up close at the others as we're going along as well. This kit having so many colors means that we're going to have a lot of these smaller bags, it seems like, for the most part. So smaller storage containers will be your friend. Here's our next fairy dust color, Z471, little straggler in there. This is a pretty kind of olive green almost, like a slightly lighter hue to it. And I always enjoy as special drills come up trying to guess where do we think they're gonna go. My guess is that yellow AB is gonna be in the sky. The green maybe in some of the light green areas of the path. The taupe one I'm not as sure of. Maybe somewhere in the house? I don't know. Our next special drill, we have a pretty small amount of Z927. It's a gray fairy dust. These are not, as you've probably noticed, these are not in DMC order. They're actually roughly in order of weight or the amount of diamonds that there are in that color. I feel like it's hard to really tell that though, because a lot of these, it's just like, there's just a little bit of them. AB 350, it's kind of a muted brick red color for this next special drill. And then Z744, this one you can't really see from further back. A pale yellow fairy dust. My guess is that one might be in the windows of the cottage. Then we have a purple AB, AB 208. Ooh, that's really pretty. And then this is the end of the strand. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a really quick look ahead of you and find where these special drills go, and I will be right back. All right, so I will actually show you up close because I think that might be more helpful. This symbol right here is our taupe fairy dust. There's patches of it here on this walking path. This line right here is our yellow fairy dust. There's bits of it in the path as well. This like bow tie looking symbol, that is our red AB, kind of that muted brick red AB. So there's sparkles of that in the flowers here. Bits of the taupe fairy dust in the mix here. This particular anchor symbol is our kind of olive green fairy dust color. So it's going along the path here. And then we have more of the taupe fairy dust, this little symbol here where my finger is, right next to it going along there. More of that green fairy dust here and here. And then our purple AB is this little squiggle symbol over the line. So purple on the flowers, that's our AB color. More of the taupe fairy dust right here and more of the green fairy dust right there. Taupe fairy dust, this little light brown color here, kind of some outlines here in the well, a little bit of that green fairy dust over here, and then taupe fairy dust in the mix here, as well as right here. Just had a moment of where's that gray fairy dust? Okay, there's gray fairy dust here in the roof of the wishing well. And let's hop back over to the house. So these bright red colors, these flowers, or maybe glow in the window, that is going to be our red AB. We have some of the green fairy dust sprinkled in here, a couple of these light green areas. The yellow fairy dust is that yellow glow color of the windows, including up here. Then we have some of the taupe fairy dust in the mix in the front of the house here. The light gray color going over the roof is our gray fairy dust color. And we have more of the purple AB sprinkled on this tree over here, little buds. And then taupe fairy dust and some of these brown shades on this tree over here. Little patches right there as well. And then the yellow AB is, I think, the only one we haven't really seen yet. And it is this light yellow color in the sky. So you're going to be able to color block, multi-place that light yellow AB up there. So really, there's a lot of special drills all throughout this piece. I like the areas that it is highlighting, like the glow off of the stones from the house. We've got special drills there. Some of the different, like, really pretty flowers that are more vibrant, we have special drills in the mix too. And then, of course, in the sky, I think is going to be really pretty too. So that's a look at the Make-A-Wish cottage by Thomas Kinkade Studio that's exclusively available at Walmart. Give me just a moment to pack this away. I am going to grab the other kit now for us to take a look at. Next up, we have Beacon of Hope, which is just a very classic lighthouse scene. I bet this is going to have a ton of gorgeous special drills too. We're going to have 53 colors, including 3 AB, 3 fairy dust. We're at the same size point, which, hey, that could be cute for display purposes if you want a couple things that are the same size. We're going to have round diamonds in this one. A couple things I'm going to skim through a little bit more quickly. I'm not going to look at the toolkit in this one since we just looked at it in the other kit. So if you are new to DAC and wanting to see what the toolkit looks like and hear more kind of in depth about things like what's on the box, if you wouldn't mind rewinding and just watching that part of the last unboxing, I would super appreciate it. So let's see if I can get the pieces out of this one without too much fuss. Toolkit. All right, there we go. So warranty card again, just want to remind you to make sure you register your kit within 30 days. Let's see what our color palette's going to be like on this one. Again, helpful info in there. Toolkit, like I said, we went through that in the last kit, so we'll skim past that. Beacon of Hope, these are actually all individual stickers as well. I like to use these stickers when I go to work on my diamond painting. I have a paper logbook, I'll put these in. Okay, so lots of neutrals in this one. 53 colors. We've got our fairy dust there that start with Z. ABs are ABs. A lot of 6000s range colors in here. So those brown colors and that blue color must not have existed in the DMC. But yeah, the rest of these are going to be all DMC codes. Let's take a look at this kit and we'll see if there's also a treasure quest card tucked into this one. Ooh, there's actually a lot of color blocking in the sky in this one too, I'm already seeing. Okay, treasure quest card here. This is bronze. So just for comparison's sake, the fronts look different, like motifs on them, and the backs do as well. And then they actually also say like bronze and gold. That's just FYI. And then let me roll this backwards again to help it lay flat. Okay, there is a look at our piece. That looks so serene. There's something about lighthouse scenes that are just really peaceful, I feel like. Here's a little bit more what you'd expect from a legend size on a typical kit. This one just has 53 colors instead of, what was it, 70 something. Same features on this one: canvas material, branding, the glue, the plastic cover with the perforated section. So all of that's going to be identical. And like I mentioned earlier, identical to the kits you get from the DAC website. So they're not cutting corners with quality. It's the same manufacturing process. It's the whole same thing. Beacon of Hope, licensed of course, and 40.7 by 33 centimeters. Socials, warranty. Now let's look up close. I always like to check for symbol clarity along with color blocking versus confetti. It's been a really long time since I've, like a really, really, really long time, I feel like, since I've had issues with symbol clarity on a DAC kit, but it's nice to just do a little check as we go. Yeah, so the sky, you're going to be able to use that multi-placer if you want to get some practice in. And yeah, like look at this. That's going to go pretty quickly. We'll have probably bigger bags of those colors too. Gotta have some special drills in the light of the lighthouse, I have to imagine. Yeah, very, very serene colors. Then the house here too. Maybe special drills in the waves? I don't know. Let me measure real quick, and then we'll of course take a look at the diamonds. If I could find where in the world I put my measuring tape. If I can't, I'm just gonna, it looks right. Yeah, I don't know where my measuring tape went. It's fine. Let's look at the drills. It's gotta be over there. I just have a lot of stuff out of frame. So just got lost in the mix somewhere. All right, drills, here we go. Yeah, it's hard to see. I'm sorry, you can't see the color spread as well with these little packs, but I'm going to show you up close here. And look at these pretty pastels right out the gate. That's my peaceful place there. So these must be colors in the sky. And yeah, you can really see the sparkle, I feel like, when you get into slightly darker colors. DAC's round drills, I feel like, are some of the, like, they're really going for very faceted looks. They're some of the sparkliest I've seen. I don't hate it. It looks really, really nice. It can like catch your eye, especially kits like this that I could see hanging and displaying. We haven't had any special drills yet. Where are they? The sparkle on them, like as you walk by, is always a nice little surprise. Got our neutrals going on in here. Here's our first special drill, Z3363. I love this shade of olive green. This is so pretty. As a reminder, fairy dust diamonds have what looks like a pearlescent sheen. It's like a fine glitter coating on the tops of the diamonds that is just going to give it a shimmery effect. It's more subtle for sure than AB's, but it still, in my opinion, does add something to the canvas. Like, it does make a difference. I'm going to leave us zoomed in because we should be coming up on several special drills here. First, we have AB 3756. You can see the iridescent coating on this one is definitely popping more than those fairy dust coatings did. And that really pretty blue, I wonder if, I don't know, sky or waves? That would be my guess. Sorry for the focus issues, you guys. Not usually this big of a problem. Z3778. I like that color. And then we've got Z3328. Also a really pretty color. And then we've got our last two ABs here kind of just at the tail end. So we've got AB3078, a pale yellow, and AB321, bright red. All right, like last time, I'm gonna look ahead of you real quick and find where these go. I'll be back. This is definitely a bit more understated in terms of how many special drills there are, and but I feel like the places that they've been charted are pretty nice and I think gonna suit the artwork well. So first, that pretty light blue AB that we had is gonna be this light blue color in the water, in the waves here. Then the pale yellow AB, there's going to be a little bit of it here, like where the water, the stones, like the pathway is wet and the light's reflecting off of it. There's some of the yellow ABs right there. There's also a couple of yellow ABs in the windows of the cottage here, the house. this window as well. And then the lights of the lighthouse, we have patches of ABs. They're like little squares, so very much look like lights. It's the one with the 2 lines going each direction. And then the letter E, this is going to be our kind of muted red fairy dust color. And let me just double check real quick. Okay, let's come back down here. So the bright red of the flowers in here, that's going to be where our red AB goes. And then the dollar sign you see is going to be our green fairy dust, that olive green fairy dust I was drooling over. So that's through the plants here. It's a little bit in the plants here. And then these flowers are not the red AB, they're the red fairy dust color. Now the diamond that you see, that's going to be that kind of brownish, almost with a coral hue fairy dust we haven't seen yet. So there's lines of it here in the window. It's also this light color along the top of the roof rather. And then there's a couple right here and a couple in the windows. So just a little bit extra sparkle in a few spots, a couple in this window too. And there's more of the olive green fairy dust sprinkled in this tree, kind of all throughout here, and a little patch of it there. And that's all that I am seeing. As always, it's possible that I missed some, but hopefully I got most of them. We have a little bit of that brownish fairy dust. There's a line of it right here and a couple right there and a couple over here as well. So there, I did miss a few, but we caught them. But yeah, there may be some other special drills in the mix, but I like the places I'm seeing these. I think the yellow AB is one of my favorites. Having it in the spots where there are lights makes a lot of sense. ABs in water always looks really, really, really pretty. And so having that light blue AB in the surf is going to be, I think, just a really fitting spot for that. And then, of course, in Thomas Kinkade, often you'll see in some of the brighter flowers, they'll use some ABs and maybe fairy dust, depending on the colors too. So that is a look at Beacon of Hope from Thomas Kinkade. And give me just a moment. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to be right back to recap. Thank you guys for joining me for a special event unboxing of these Thomas Kinkade kits from Diamond Art Club that are exclusively available at Walmart. As a quick reminder, these are part of several exclusive to Walmart items from DAC that are also available at discounted prices compared to what you would see these at on the Diamond Art Club website. And so definitely take advantage and get a deal if you snag these. I feel like for licensed diamond paintings, the price point is really solid. I'm guessing that it's regional, which is why I'm not giving you an exact dollar amount. Like, it might vary slightly, but I did see them in store at my local Walmart, and I want to say it was around like $25, which again, licensed Thomas Kinkade diamond paintings with all of DAC's features. I thought it was a really solid price point. They also have some other IPs, like they have some Disney kits, Snoopy kits, all that kind of good stuff at Walmart, all under their DAC umbrella. So take a look. There's a couple other Thomas Kinkades. I think there's 2 others that are also available at Walmart. So if these aren't quite your taste, but you do like Thomas Kinkade artwork, you can check out the others that are available. I will have a store locator link in the description box and in a pinned comment on this video if you want to use that to find a Walmart near you that might have these in stock. You can always try to verify by checking on like the website or the app, the Walmart app, not the DAC app, to confirm whether one of yours has it in stock. So take a look, see if anything catches your eye. So let me know what you guys think of these. Are you a Thomas Kinkade fan? I'm going to go try to grab one of these Walmart exclusives, especially at this. I love the smaller size point for these landscapes and round drills. It's just a really, really nice way to mix it up. And I feel like is a nice way to maybe introduce someone to the craft. If you know that they like Thomas Kinkade, they might want something they can display in their home, but that isn't going to be an overwhelming size. In my opinion, this would be a nice option. So looking forward to hearing your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Thanks to DAC for sending these over and for me to share with you guys for the special event unboxing. And that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up on your way out. And if you want to see more from me, please consider subscribing. I do unboxings and reviews from a variety of different companies here on my channel, along with weekly whip and chats if you want some company while you're crafting, and other diamond painting how-tos and tutorials. And I'd love to have you here. So thank you so much for watching, friends. I hope you are doing very, very well. Happy crafting. I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.